Hi everyone, Arlynn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is to bring you all of the wonderful information about the Beyond the Basics Girlfriends Getaway with the Salvation Army. Here is the program for the day. Oh my goodness, you guys, what a day I had. I met the most precious ladies on this earth, honest to goodness. Every single one of them was just as sweet as could be. Every single one of them had a good word for me and for those around them. They set an example on this earth, you guys, that we all should follow. Precious, precious, precious ladies, every single one of them, I'm telling you. I am not going to yammer on too much here at the very beginning of this video, other than I will hold this up again and show you, that they had quite the weekend planned for their ladies. I'm telling you, you guys, it was just fantastic. And I don't want to, hold up names or anything, because I don't know if they would want me to do that, but they had many different classes. They had a painting class, and they had scrapbooking set up in their chapel, that if you were a scrapbooker, you go in there and scrapbook 24/7 if you wanted to. They had, one lady was there sewing fabric pumpkins. Another lady was doing wreaths. Another lady, they had many skills classes that if you wanted to learn a craft, you could. They also had a prayer and pampering room where you could go and you could get your nails done or do your toenails, or, and then have a moment of fellowship with your friends there, moment of prayer if you want. It was wonderful. It was, I cannot tell you, you guys. And this facility, I was at Camp Happy Land, which is located in Richardsville, Virginia. Which is like one county over from us here in Spotsylvania County. And it is a beautiful facility. I didn't even know it was here, you guys. I've only lived here 36 years, for crying out loud. I had no idea that Camp Happy Land existed. But it is a beautiful facility. Here's a sign as you enter in to the camp. And here's a little bit of video as we, kind of go down the road toward where I was to meet Sandy, the lady who invited me to do a class, two classes, one on the funky bow and another one on how to make a funky bow topper or swag. I had about 17, I think, about that many in the bow making class. And then for the afternoon class, I had, I want to say about 13 or 14, but a lot of people kept coming in and out. Apparently word was getting around, and they saw my, everybody came in to look at my lanterns sitting there. I had a table, here we go. I had a table set up with all the lanterns, that I've made for the fall season. They're on that table, and had all the fairy lights on and all the candle lights on, and they really liked those tables, you guys. I was so humbled by their precious words to me and their sweet comments, and we just had a wonderful time. We had a wonderful time. I taught how to do the 9, the 12, and the 16 loop funky bow, and I had asked them to bring materials to make a 9 loop, because I figured that would be the easiest one. And they all walked out with their own 9 loop bow, and then we picked names, and they were all given, somebody was given all the bows that I made, a bow, for each person who was chosen. And then in the afternoon class, of course, I made up those 2 lanterns and a bunch of bows, and again drew names, and those ladies were able to take their bows, and the 2 that won the lanterns were happy. As a matter of fact, well, maybe I shouldn't say this yet. I'll tell you in another video what the one lady did with the cream colored lantern. I'll tell you about that in the future. I can't tell you yet because it's a surprise for somebody, so I don't want to say anything. I don't want to ruin their surprise. But it was a wonderful day. I'm trying not to cry as I talk about it because I was so touched. I was so touched by so many yesterday. So many hugs, so many warm feelings, so many wonderful conversations. You know, a day like that, what a blessing. What a blessing for me who had, you know, a pretty rough week, to say the least, last week. It was just what I needed. It was just what the doctor or the Lord provided, you know, and he provides what you need, you guys. I'm convinced of that. And it's all done in his time and in the way of doing things. And it might not be a way that you think it's going to happen, but you know, I feel much better today. I'm telling you, you guys, I feel much better today now that I've been there. But between the classes, we also had lunch. They had a lovely lunch. They had chili and grilled cheese, or toasted cheese. I call them toasted cheese, but they're grilled cheese sandwiches. A little bit of a salad and a brownie, and then they had regular tea, sweet tea, and I believe water. It was delicious. It was delicious. So we had a time of fellowship there around the, you know, lunch table. And then after all was said and done, Sandy, we got in a little golf cart and Sandy drove me around the facility and showed me all of the wonderful works these people do. We walked into the chapel. They have a music conservatory. They have a new swimming pool. They just put in a new swimming pool last year, she told me, for, you know, underprivileged children come there. They hold many camps through the year. I don't know everything that they do, but it's a wonderful, wonderful place. The Salvation Army, I did not realize, you guys, I told Sandy, I did not realize that they did all that they do. They are one awesome, awesome, awesome association. I don't even want to say that. Just a group of just wonderful, wonderful people who are doing nothing but good in this world. So I will come back. I'm going to share some footage with you because I was able to take footage the whole time I was there. I was not real bright during the first class because I set my camera up in the back of the room, and where I was standing, I cut my head off. But I did have my camera or my phone on my tripod beside me on the table, so I'll try to morph in between. I do walk around the room a little bit, and so I'll try to morph between the the cameras that I had set up. And then in the afternoon class, I guess I just readjusted because I didn't realize yesterday that I had messed up on the first one, but I did adjust, and you can see my whole person standing there. I'm not sure how much I'm going to share. I'm not going to share the whole time there. I have 4 hours of footage, you guys, so I obviously can't show you everything, but I'll give you all some snippets and you'll get the feel. I was in a back a room that had windows, lovely windows, and it was behind their cafeteria, which was lovely and big, and we had big long tables set up for the ladies and they could spread out, and it was wonderful. It was just great. I was able to back my car back up right beside the building so I could empty out all my lanterns and stuff, and she had a table all there for me, and it was a wonderful experience. To all the ladies, if any of you have found me yet here on YouTube, and to you, Sandy, thank you guys so much for making me feel so welcome. And for giving of your time to come and sit and learn how to do a funky bow and to chat with me. And I appreciate every single one of you. Hugs to all of you sweet, sweet ladies. Much love to all of you. You guys were just wonderful. But now I'll morph on into my footage and then come back after the footage because I've got a little something to show you. Sandy, bless her heart, gave me some beautiful gifts I want to share with you, and I'll give you some final words. So I'll be back after you watch a little bit of footage on my day at Camp Happy Land with the Salvation Army. Be right back. We're about ready to get started, you guys. I'm excited. We have about 17 here. Oh, okay. Everybody so far have a cheat sheet and a type of
All right, while you're cutting your ribbon, can you listen to me and we'll get started. You don't want to miss a moment of this, obviously. A little over a year ago, close to this time last year, I don't know how many of y'all are big on the internet. You ever look at Pinterest? You see those wonderful, beautiful projects, and then you know what reality really is. My bowl might be this size as opposed to that size. Well, I was looking, and I did YouTube. Y'all, anybody familiar with YouTube? Y-O-U-T-U-B? Anytime I ask my children a question about how to do something, they always refer me to YouTube. There's videos on everything, literally everything. Well, I was on there looking for a video for something else, and I started seeing all of these wonderful things pop up. They were decorative home tours. And I thought, okay, I'm going to look at this. Well, I found a little Mennonite girl from Ohio, and I looked at her home tour for Christmas, and it turned out to be her mother's home. I was just in awe how beautiful it was, simply beautiful. So, you know, when you're watching one here, several other suggestions pop up. Well, there was another one, and this one was Arlynn's Country Craft Corner. And I thought, okay, well, let me look at which one. Well, that is our she can tell you more as she goes on, but she does what she calls cozy country corner. If you were to see inside her home, and you can on the videos, she does little vignettes in all kinds of lovely little spots in her home. So anywhere your eyes would land, from her front porch, from her mailbox on, you would see something that would just, kind of melt your heart. So we've invited her today to come. She is going to teach us how to go from drab to fab in 9 strips. Okay? And I think you're going to love it. You're going to say, oh, I can't do this. When you leave here, you're going to be like, yes, I can do this. I did it, and I'm going to repeat it. That's why you got the cheat sheet for when you go home. And then if the cheat sheet's not enough, you can go on YouTube, and Arlynn she'll walk you through it and talk you through it.
I'll walk around in here too.
So, without any further delay, she'll tell you as she goes more about herself and more about what we're doing. But let's just pause for a moment and start our day in here with prayer. Father, again, we thank you for this brand new day.
Hi, ladies. As she said, my name is Arlynn, and I've lived in this area, in Spotsylvania County, actually, for 36 years. I've been a crafter for all of that time, and a decorator, but I'm not educated in any of it. It is God-given, honest to goodness. Some people might say I have a gift. I don't know about all that, but whatever I do, whoever I talk to, whoever I try to help, whoever tries to help me, I give him the glory. I give him the glory because he is why I can do what I can do. He gave me the gift of gab, maybe a gift of crafting, I don't know. But whatever the case, I am so happy and humbled to be here with you guys today. I'm gonna cry. If you do go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I can't do a video without tearing up. It's terrible because I feel so touched and so lucky to be able to come into a situation like this. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I got that email, and my husband Chris was sitting next to me, and you know, like you do in the evening, I'm sitting there with my computer and my cup of tea, and he's sitting there with his coffee that he can drink at late at night and still sleep like a baby. And I'm like, you know. And I said, oh my heavens, Chris, a lady from the Salvation Army just got in touch with me, and she said she'd like me to come teach how to do the funky bow. He went, well, are you going to do it? I said, is the school bus yellow? Of course I'm going to do it. What are you talking about? You know, so I had a dear friend. I'm going to talk about Liz for just a second. A dear friend, her name is Liz, and bless her heart, she just passed away, honestly, last Sunday of ALS. But I have Newfie dogs. Y'all know Newfoundland dogs, they're big water dogs. And I met her on Facebook through my Newfoundland dogs. And I just in conversation and talking to her, and I would put my decor up on Facebook and whatnot, and she got in touch with me and she said, Arlynn, you need to start a blog, B-L-O-G. I said, how in the world am I going to talk about how to make a bow or how to make a vignette or how to decorate my house? I don't know that, but regardless, she said, just try it. So I did, and my blog kind of took off. Then about a year later, she said, now you need to try to start a YouTube channel. I said, you are out of your mind, woman. I said, who in the world is going to watch me make a bow or a lantern centerpiece or something like that? She said, you'd be surprised. So I started it. Actually went on a cruise. My husband and I went on a cruise. I started it like the day before we left, went on a cruise, got back. I had 30-some subscribers. I'm like, what in the world? How did that happen? Who are these people? And they were commenting and saying, oh, I love this. And oh my goodness, how did you do that? And would you do a tutorial? And I'm like, sure. How am I going to do this? So it has been, that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago, and my YouTube channel grew. One of the things that is the most popular on my channel is the funky bow, which is what we're here to learn today. And I am not the creator of the funky bow, to be quite honest with you. A lady named Julie Samaka on YouTube is how I learned. I took her basic concept and I kind of made it my own in a way, but I do want to give her, you know, credit because I did not create the name and I did not create the basic concept, but I have tweaked it to make it my own. So as you guys see today, let me go over here and show you just a couple of things. I made all of these lantern centerpieces. And if you're coming back to this afternoon's class, we're going to have a giveaway, and one of y'all is going to get a black lantern, and one of you is going to get a cream lantern, and with a funky bow topper, I'm going to teach you how to make a topper like this afternoon. So this is a 9-loop funky bow. So this is what you'll be learning today on this one. You don't have to put a funky bow on a lantern, girls. You can put it in the middle of your table and make a swag out of it for Christmas. Put a couple candle rings in it, decorate around your candle rings and have a really pretty centerpiece. I like to put them on lanterns. I also tend to make swags. So I'll put things out either side of them and curl around the picture, maybe, you know, to make the corner of the picture pretty, and then offset it with something. But this is what you guys are going to learn, and then I'm going to demonstrate a 12-loop and a 16-loop funky bow. I also make a 20, which is this one. That's really hard, and your hand would cramp and you cry. And I was not going to have y'all crying in my class here today. So, but this is a 20 loop. So, also another idea is to make them into centerpieces, so that you can. These are made in trays, so that you can pick them up and carry them. You know how you need to move your stuff when kids come over and they want to spread their stuff out on your table, and you're like, no, don't hit my centerpiece. What are you doing? Well, you can just pick this up and move it, or move it to eat or whatever. So that's another idea, and I'll talk about that. So let's get to making this bow. Do you guys all have your ribbon cut? You're working on it? Well, I can sit here and talk. Well, let me tell you, my husband worked in the area. He's retired now, and he's a wonderful man, and he's very crafty himself, and he helps me on my channel. Well, he doesn't. All you can see on my channel is his hand, maybe, or his knee as he walks by. He will not be on. He will not show him. He's a handsome dude too, but he will not show himself on my channel. It's so funny. But he's very, very supportive. I have 2 children. One who is a kindergarten teacher, one who lives with her honey and works for his electric company. And they live I'm blessed to have those 2, and we have our 1 newfie left in the house. So I'm excited to show you this. I am going to make, as I'm standing here with you guys, I'm going to make 2 9-loop funky bows, 2 12-loop funky bows, and 2 16-loop funky bows. And I'm going to give them away. Sandy has a list here, and I'm just going to point, and whoever gets their name called will be able to take a bow out with you. So this is my first one. People say I'm a good teacher. I don't know if that's true. Y'all can tell me when we're done. My parents were teachers. I'm from a family of educators. Okay, we are going to make, like I said, a 9-loop funky bow. With each strip, you're going to have 1 loop. I need to get my mat back, maybe. You're going to have 1 loop.
Should we cut the end like now?
Like you can, yes, or you can wait till after. I just need 1. Yeah, that's fine. I just need something to measure 5 inches. Thank you. No, I just need to measure 5. Yeah, I just need my loops. You don't have to dovetail the ends. Do y'all know how to dovetail?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does. So you can, no, you don't? Okay. You have a pair of scissors there? Has a pipe cleaner, right? Or something to shut it with. And everybody has a cheat sheet. And I'll explain the cheat sheet a little bit more too as we go. The 9 loop is a little bit different than the 12 and the 16 loop, but it's like minuscule different on how to make it. Everybody got their dovetails?
This was going to be unique.
Okay. You know what my saying is in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. All right? I say that at the end of every Monday.
Pick up your trash. No, I've got one. Mandy, I'm just trying to give you all a little room.
Okay, so pile up your 3 ribbons right in front of you. And as I was getting ready to say, each strip of ribbon is going to provide you a 5-inch loop as you turn it. If you're going to fold it right in half, just in half. And then you're going to find 5 inches on your board or on your measuring device. Go to 5 inches, and then you're going to pinch it together at that 5-inch mark. And then you're going to go to your back tail, and you're going to twist. And the only reason you're doing that is to bring your right side forward. For those of you who sew, thinking about putting right sides together, you want both right sides pointing the same direction. Okay? Got it? Okay, you guys, as we move forward in all these bows, think of your thumb as center. When I speak of center, up from center or down from center, think of your thumb as the middle of your bow, if you will. Okay, pick your next one in your line of ribbon. Not the same one, pick the next one. There you go. Again, fold it right in half. Find 5 inches on your measuring device, and then you're going to turn it upside down, and you're going to point that loopy part down from center. Pinch it together, and you're going to pinch it right in beside the one you just did. Okay?
Like upside down.
Upside down, exactly.
Sides will go to the side.
Right beside it. Just start. Don't pile them on top of each other. Kind of just as best you can, push them in beside one another. And again, even if you have two-sided ribbon, still twist that back tail, you know, and pull it forward. Okay? So there you have 2 of your 9 loops. Fold it in half, just like you did the first 2. Find your 5 inches, and you're going to slide it with the loop pointing up again. And slide it in and pinch it together right at that 5-inch point.
Burlap is really hard to pinch.
Yes, ma'am, it is. I hear you. I hear you. And your hands are probably already starting to say hello. This one goes up. The loop part goes up. Every time, now from now on, every time you add a loop in, you're going to switch directions of your loop. So once you get that one in and your back tail twisted around, you're going to start your pattern over again.
One up, one down.
One up, one down. And just put it, go in, hang on, keep it going. Pick up the next one, and you're going to go down from center. You can do however you want. All right, I'm going to quick finish mine so I can get to making another one, because I want you all to have some bows to carry out of here. So again, the next one, you get pointed up and scrunch in at that point and twist. And then the next one, point it down. It's the same pattern all the way through. Are we getting the hang of it, girls?
Yeah.
It's looking like it. You guys are doing awesome.
After my nerve treatments, I'll be able to do this.
Bless your heart. I understand. I do.
That way, we're going to I want y'all to walk out of here and use some of these 2 fingers.
Did you say Arlynn? Yeah, you learned something. Yeah. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a 12 loop and then a 16 loop funky bow. If you follow along on your cheat sheets, I'll show you how to do these. And girls, once you guys get the basics down, the sky's the limit. Your tails don't have to stay the same size. You can cut them down to whatever size you want. As I don't know whether y'all heard, if you want to make longer tails, you can take a piece of ribbon, fold it in half, and tie it into your pipe cleaner. There you go, just like that. And make longer tails. Always use wired ribbon though, ladies. That's the key, wired ribbon. Because if you use ribbon that doesn't have wires, it's going to flop, it's just going to, flop over. And some people like bows like that, and if you like bows like that, then that's fine. But let's say you wanted 2 long tails. So cut 2 of your strips longer. Just remember to keep your loop at 5 inches and always point those tails down from center. You know what I mean? So when you go, or you can always move them. You can move them too. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start making these bows so that I have some to give you guys, because I really want to give you guys something.
And I just make one side and then the other.
And I'm not paying a lick of attention. I'm supposed to look at myself every now and again, talk to the camera. I haven't looked once. And look at my hair. Y'all, it rained. Y'all have that problem? I bet you some of you go, phew. I go, what is the deal? I stood and curled my hair, I kid you not, for half an hour this morning. I kid you not. And I used like an inch, and then I used like a teeny tiny one, like a, and it's like, no, I don't want to stay curled. So we're going with it. We don't care. Drives me nuts. You try not to be vain, but I wanted to make a good impression on you ladies too,
You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm like lost here in my bow. Where am I? Okay, here we go. I got it. See, I even get lost. I get talking and...
Just find your finger. Okay.
Now I do make I make several kinds of bows, but Miss Sandy asked me to show you guys how to make what I call a tiered bow. And you only need 1 kind of ribbon for this. And I'm just going to pull a bunch out. Well, that's all I have. I'm going to use that much. So we'll see how far I get. Okay. This is called a tiered bow because each bow you make is going to be a little bit longer than the next. So let me just show you. You're going to pull your ribbon towards you first, and then you're going to eyeball how big you want your bow to be, how big you want your first 2 loops to be. For instance, if you were going to put it at the corner of a window, you might want it to be bigger. If you're going to put it on a wreath, you might want it to be a little smaller. You just have to eyeball it and figure out how big you want it. There's no measuring to this one, you guys. Then you're going to take it from the bottom and pull it up, and you're going to overlap a little bit so that it doesn't fall out, because when you put your pipe cleaner in, you don't want it to fall apart. And you're going to pinch it together. And there's your first 2 loops. Then you're going to make your center loop. I'm going to turn it. I just roll it around my finger, my forefinger, roll it around. And pinch it underneath. See that? Now, your ribbon is going to be fed, the way you want it to be fed, the way it needs to be fed. So we're going to come out this way, and we're going to go about a ½ inch longer than your first loop. No more than a ½ inch though. And make a loop. Once you learn, you never forget, It's a skill you can take in so many different areas of your life, not just in your home. that you can make gifts, you know. Hey y'all, class number 1 went really well. I'm just super happy. This has been a lovely day, just an absolutely lovely day. I've got people coming on in for the second class. And we got my table set up and I turned all the lights back on and everything is going really well, thank the Lord. It's all going really well. So I don't know how this video is going to turn out, you guys, but I'm working on it here. But the second class is going to be me demonstrating what I do. How do I make a funky bow topper? And as you can see, I don't know if you can see on my table up there, I've got the black lantern and the cream lantern and all the accent pieces sitting up there, getting ready to go. So we're going to make up a couple of funky bow toppers. This has been a lovely day, just a lovely day. Just what I needed, good for my heart and soul.
She wanted me to teach the bow making class at first, and it wasn't a problem, but why not if we could bring in somebody special to teach it? And the Lord worked it all out for Arlynn and I to get to know each other, and for her to be in our backyard, literally, as she said. I mean, as you're going out of camp tomorrow, you throw a rock and hit her house. It's true. She's the one meant to be here to share with us. And if you were in her class earlier, I think you would have agreed with me and say we had a delightful time. And everybody walked out of here with a beautiful bow. A beautiful bow. Even the doubting Thomases who came in said, I can't do that. These 3 rolls of ribbon, that's as good as it gets for me.
And look at her bow.
Yes. Yeah, hold up your bow. It turned out beautiful. And it's not hard. And it was fun. She didn't cry, not one time. So it was fun. So I'm glad you joined us this afternoon. This is Ms. Arlynn. Let's welcome her.
Thank you so much. And Sandy, thank you so much for inviting me. As I just was saying, this has been a blessing to me to be able to come out here and meet all of you lovely ladies, and maybe teach you something that you might not have ever thought to do. Give you a couple of tips and tricks that I use. I'm going to move over here real quick, and we're going to talk about this stuff over here real quick. I'm going to turn this camera because I am recording myself, because y'all are going to be on my YouTube.
You got to go look yourself.
No, I didn't do this morning, but I do want to kind of do this now because I didn't do it this morning. Hang on, give me just a second. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. All of this stuff came out of my house. I made everything that you see here, including the pumpkin topiary. If you come up close and look at this later, there's a pumpkin topiary inside there. I even made that out of 3 pumpkins I got from like Hobby Lobby. And let me give you a little history. I am not an educated crafter. I've never taken a crafting course in my life. I also wanted to maybe give you these ideas, since I'm just kind of demonstrating in this class and I'm not going to be creating a lot of bows. I do have a couple that I could make up though, if we want. But in my decor, I have 2 different areas in my house that I decorate. I decorate the living room and dining room, which are 2 more formal rooms in the lighter and airier colors, throughout the seasons, throughout fall, throughout Christmas, throughout winter, you know, in the lighter and airier creams and greens and lighter blues and things like that. And then on the other side of my house, the back of my house, in my family room, kitchen eating area, I do more of your traditional colors, your burgundies, your reds, your orange for fall. These 2 lanterns are exactly the same. They're the exact same kind of lantern. The trays are the exact same trays, and the 2 candles inside are the exact same candle. But they look totally different, don't they? Because I've just used different coloring, different accent pieces. And maybe if we do this next year, we'll do a lantern centerpiece class or something like that. Maybe. I don't know whether you want me back next year, but whatever.
Definitely. We might not let you leave this year.
So there is a myriad of things you can do with the funky bow. And today I'm going to teach you how to do a funky bow topper, which is in effect just like something like this. And I have a cream lantern over there, and I've already made a 16 loop funky bow from each one of those, the black lantern and the cream lantern. And I'm going to show you how I bake something like this. And you all can do this. It's so easy. Anybody, I promise you, can do this. I promise. But also, too, for those of you who are doing the cricket class, any of you guys in the cricket, my cousin made this. It says, "Then sings my soul," with her cricket, and gave me this. So that's another thing, another idea for your lanterns, you know, that you can do with your cricket. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna move back over here and we're gonna get started. Y'all have any questions at first? I mean, I've lived in this area for 36 years.
How do you attach the lines to the bow?
Thank you for saying that. I use what I call fairy lights. Well, they're called fairy lights. And I don't have a way to give you a link for these. I buy them from Amazon though. Here they are. You can write down their name. I have them sitting right up here on the table. Please of God, church. My dad was a deacon. I had an uncle who was a pastor, and I have a cousin now who's a pastor over in Princeton. You know, humble people, very musically. We love to sing. Everybody in my family loves to sing, and we have a big time when we get together. We're spread over 4 states: Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia, and Maryland. So we miss one another. But when we come together, you know how it is with family. You come together, and it's like you've just seen them, you know, yesterday. Anyway, let me turn this back around. And I have already made up the bows that I'm going to use for these lanterns. We're also going to pull names out of a hat. And one lucky lady will take this one home, and one lucky lady will take this one home. I'm donating them to you. So, but these are the 2 funky bows that I've made, 16 loop funky bows. And as you can see, they look totally different, don't they? Totally different feel, lighter and airier, more farmhouse, if you will, for those who might decorate in more of a farmhouse. This is more of your traditional burgundies and reds and burlaps. I'm gonna start with the cream one, how about? And I've got everything that I'm gonna need here, and how I attach my bows is I close my bows with pipe cleaners. I take one piece of ribbon that matches one of the ribbons in. Okay, I've got a bag here for a 9-loop funky bow on the end. And then I've got one for a 12-loop, which I'm not sure any of those are 12 loop. Maybe the Then Sings My Soul, it might be 12 or 16. They look very similar. As you see on your cheat sheet, with a 9-loop funky bow. Actually, I had a pipe cleaner right in there. Look at that. You cut 9 strips of ribbon, 3 of 3 different kinds or patterns. Terrible. I will never forget your face. But I'm going to let her do the fluffing. But the most important part, and I say this all the time on my channel, with any bow, is the fluffing. I mean, get your hand inside that loop and fluff all the way down to where you close your pipe cleaner, you guys, and make those loops as big and you can move them and, you know, Watch what she does. She works her magic there. And make it as big and as pretty and as loopy as you can. As you can see here, I have a couple. This is kind of like that's a 12 loop right there. I'm getting ready to make a 12 loop. And then this is a 16 loop, this one. And these tails are longer. I did trim a little as we were sitting here talking after the first class. I did trim, that hot glue got all over this bow. Goodness. I did trim a couple of tails, but I will leave this one long and you guys can trim them up as you want. Whoever wins, or not wins, it takes it, whatever, gets called for it. Alrighty, we have, how many do we have? I mean, does anybody want this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Bows, and then the lantern. So let's do the bows first and then the lanterns. Okay, let's do what? I'll let you pick your bows. How about that? And I'll let you pick your lantern too. Alrighty, here we go. Drum roll. Oh, those two, yeah.
Oh, no, never mind, I've already claimed those. No, it's okay, they're not in the running.
I know, that's, yes, they are. Mocha and the orange top.
That's Moco.
Moco.
Put y'all in, because y'all were here. Just cause.
I barely even something. Yeah, there you go. Yay. You have 2 over there and then all of these here.
What you want? It's your birthday and your.
It's your birthday? It's your birthday?
Oh, yeah.
It was.
Happy birthday to you.
It's not today, it was a couple weeks.
Oh, mine was too. Happy birthday to us. Yay! Next. Libby?
That's me.
Tom. Okay. Yay!
Usually I scream, that's me, that's me, that's me.
Oh, that's great. All right, ready. All righty. Next. Ruby Taylor. Ruby. Yay! It's almost not fair to give these are less like little poopy things. Teresa Russell. Well, not everybody. I could make another one though, if we're you know, I have a little bit left. I'm not going to do this one. That's silly. Or even these. How about we do the lantern? And then we'll do these. How about that? Let's do the lanterns. I could. Gray coat?
Great.
Whichever one.
Okay. I just said to Mama, I want to give this to Lieutenant. Only because she's the one that sent me here.
Aww.
And she couldn't come, so I want to give this to her.
That's so sweet.
Thank you so much.
That's so sweet.
Before we see that on the worship center.
Oh, yeah.
I'll come looking for it.
Aww. Okay, here we go with the black one. Charlene.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. She was like, oh, if you win, that's mine.
You know what? Yeah, hold it down.
That is so nice. Thank you.
I have these. I can pick another. I've only got, oh, you guys, I feel bad. I should have brought more.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad. Moko, Miss Maxine.
Maxine is you.
Y'all are breaking it up there.
Don't call me, please. Call somebody.
Moko blue ball cap.
That's right. You guys need to stop.
That's right, they did.
Gosh, thank you.
And how many do we have? I have 3 people left that did not get anything, you guys. I'll give this, and I'm going to make me a bow here, and I'll... Do you? I'll make a couple more for you guys. I'm not letting anybody go home empty-handed. I am not.
That is so sweet.
All right, what do you have? Let's see.
That is so
Do you have a rotary cutter? Do y'all want a funky
Let me
bow?
get your rotary cutter.
Do y'all have a funky bow, or do you want one like that?
Oh my gosh.
You want one like that?
This is beautiful.
Okay, you want a funky bow?
It's a beautiful.
Who else did it? And this little one, you didn't get one. I know you're okay, but I don't want you to go home empty-handed. She's very much okay. She's so sweet, isn't she? My goodness. All right, we'll make what I can out of this.
His mother said, so is Nana going to play with you now, or what? He said, after she gets done with that lantern lady. The lantern lady.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But a little token of appreciation.
A little token? A little?
Lantern lady.
Thank you so much. Oh my
I hope you don't have that one.
I don't.
And if you don't like it, you can re-gift it.
see it. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, give me a hug. Well, as you can see, I had a lovely time, and I had some lovely, lovely ladies in there with me who they had a great time. We laughed and chatted, and it was just wonderful. It was a wonderful, wonderful day. I've said wonderful about 50 times in this video, and I don't mean to be repetitious, but it was really a great day. So, but I wanted to show you a few things that Sweet Sandy gave to me just for coming. I was just blown away. I did not expect anything at all, you guys, not at all, but was blown away with what she did give to me. So, first of all, it was some soap. She said that another member makes. It smells delicious. She gave me that. Lovely, lovely. And then she gave me Girlfriend's Getaway Camp Happyland official destination. They had little stickers, and she gave me a little notebook. This is like a little sticky notebook. Isn't that cute? And then you can see there, oops, Girlfriend's Getaway. Isn't that cute? So, so pretty. And then she gave me a little sign. She said she thought I could use this for a lantern. I said, yes, I think so. And it says, Jesus is the reason for the season. It's a metal sign. And then she gave me this nice little apron. It said, Beyond the Basics, Girlfriend's Getaway. And I can see myself wearing this if I need to carry my, I don't have pockets in my slacks, so I could put this on when I need to have, like, if I'm working on a garland or something somewhere, I need a pair of scissors, I need my snippers. I can absolutely see me throwing this on for a little bit of help, so I'm not having to run or reach or, something like that for items. So you can bet I will be using this. And then here she came. If you heard in the video, I think you saw me open this and give her a big hug and thank her so much for this. But here she came. She had gone out to her car, I believe, and she said, wait, I have one more thing. And she went out. Well, she had given me these things a little earlier. And then at the end of the second class, she said, wait, I've got to go get something. And she came back in, and look at this beauty. Oh, I might have to get up, huh? Look at this. Let me get up so I can show this to you guys. In all its beautiful glory. I am telling you, this thing is gorgeous. And I already have an idea of what I'm going to use it for. Here we go. Look at this. Is that not just gorgeous? And look how tall. have to pound it. There we go. I mean, that is a big, beautiful lantern. Look at that. So for Christmas, I've decided, I think I'm going to set this with my little white Christmas tree that I set in my dining room. I think I'm going to set it with that tree. And I'm gonna make a funky bow swag for it. And then I bought some stuff. I'm not gonna show you everything for it because I'll show that stuff to you when I go to make it. I'm hoping to make this within the next couple of weeks. But I did already get ribbon because I went into Michael's this morning and the ribbon is, I believe, 40% off at Michael's. Their Christmas ribbon and their Christmas picks are 30% off. So I went in, sorry, because Kristen had given me the, you know, my gift card, and it was burning a hole in my pocket. So I went and I picked up some ribbon. Look at that. And look at that. And that. Will those three not make one gorgeous funky bow for this beautiful lantern? And I've got to put a funky bow topper on it, you guys. This will always bring back memories of this lovely weekend or lovely Saturday that I just spent with these. I am telling you, some of the sweetest ladies on this planet, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. Sweet, sweet spirits, all of them. Let me move this here. So I can't wait to do my funky bow topper for this lantern. That is gonna be, oh my goodness, I just can't wait. And it will be dedicated to Sandy and all of the ladies at the Salvation Army. That video will be dedicated to them, I promise you that. So, my heart is full, you guys. My heart is full. I'm ready to get started on this week's videos. I'm going to be bringing you a video about our upcoming Kim and my upcoming challenges for November. All Christmas challenges, Christmas decor challenges. And then I have a haul. I have a very big haul to show you. My beautiful stuff that Angel got me for my birthday arrived from QVC, so I've got to show you that. And then I had another lovely lady, and I can't remember if she said I could say her name or not, so I'm not going to in this video. A beautiful, beautiful gift birthday gift I got from her. And other P.O. Box love gifts that I've gotten, or just, you know, items that I've gotten. So I have that to show you guys too. And I want to start deconstructing my fall, but I've got a ladies' craft day to go to myself on Thursday down in Richmond, in the Richmond area. So I'm gonna be gone from the house on Thursday. So I am not sure how far I will get, but y'all know I'll work diligently on it and try to get as far as I can. But anyway, let me close this one out and say that I hope that those of you who are struggling with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope you have somebody there with you, spending their days with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day the very best that you can. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around. And remember, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. I'll be back later in the week for sure, or I don't even know, quickly, probably with that announcement video for sure, and then the haul video. I got a lot going on, you guys. It's busy, 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 which is how I like it. But I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.